Whoa, blast from the past. It's me. It's Cruz. When I was relatively new to this game, I bumped into this guy on, I don't think it was on 2DF, I think it was after that. He always played on GGPO, but I don't remember if he played on anything else as well. But he was a very strong player of a very cool character, and we used to play a lot. Once long ago. Nowadays, when we try and connect, he's not on all that much when I'm on. And when we try and connect, the connection often drops. So I usually don't get very long games with him. Usually it just goes like 2 or 3 games and then stops. This is one of my stronger matchups. Urien does have an escape from blockables, by the way. He didn't do it there. Reversal headbutt. Gets you airborne on frame 1. That was nice. I could have gone low there and perhaps should have, but the screen position was not exactly ideal. Hindsight's 2020, baby. That was bad. I tried to parry and poke, but the timing was just way off. The way I play this matchup looks super sus to me. I think I parried that fireball, but early. I thought it would hit me sooner than it did. That was actually nice placement. That's hard to do on Oro. He has to be in a very specific spot. Cruz found it. I'm like completely ambivalent to my super selection in this matchup. They're both good. You get really easy cross-up unblockables using SA3 in this matchup, actually. Just using cross-up medium kick. I think jump hard punch is one of the most underutilized normals by me. It's really good in a lot of matchups, including this one. Any tall opponent, hard punch is really good. I parried that. I remember that. I got hit by that and I was like, oof. Kind of notably in this matchup is how much damage that does. If I ever eat an anti-air fireball, I lose about half my health bar meterless. Or maybe with 1 EX. Ideal starter. I went low. Crazy drop by me. Super, super late jump. Car throw. Wake up car throw. Didn't even work. That's the downside of throwing the upward fireballs. You gotta, it's not enough to dash, that was bad, I'm really bad. It's not enough to dash twice. You have to dash twice and then walk a little bit. Of course he was looking for tackle into mirror there. It might have even been into EX mirror, but if the tackle whiffs, you can't cancel it. Aura's low medium punch counterpokes everything Urien has except, stand heavy punch. Hitting the mirror does nothing. Which makes me feel good. Parrying here is usually regarded as a bad decision. That one actually, he hit the ground somehow, I guess because I wasn't super close when I activated. I don't know what I was thinking there. Every now and then, oh man, when I watch myself play, it's just like, what the hell? I keep on getting the jumps on the tackles. Nice simple combo. A neutral jump, if it's not a super jump, is not particularly risky against an upward fireball, especially if I actually react to it. And it has that nice side effect of preventing his tackle to mirror for the corner push. It's also just generally very low risk. That was me. He likes doing dash in at round start into low short tackle that he, he partitions. And I often look for that at round start, and I look for ways to punish it, and that's a pretty funny one in my opinion. That's safe on parry. Ah, my hard kick missed. Gotcha. Not doing an air attack there actually built me more meter. By doing chicken combo, the damage is pretty weak and the meter build is pretty high. It wasn't a drop. I realized mid-jump that I was like, oh, I shouldn't attack right now because I'm going to kill him either way. He probably parried on the way down. That actually has a really high success rate. I don't think I went for it there. I think it was an accident. But surprisingly, empty jump into button Will catch people right as they commit, and it will dodge like you know, anti-air parry and stuff like that. I got a lot of meters, so I can just kind of hound him. 3 dashes works for Urien. 2 dashes and walking works too. You have to use the light super, which is annoying. That's like the worst one. You don't want to use that one if you can help it. Jump medium kick is better than jump hard kick in that context, but against Urien you can do either one. Medium kick was better though. This is still a very losable round by me, but I've still got all this HP. That's surprisingly low risk because I bounced off the mirror. I actually didn't. Mirror fell apart right then. It still affects his punish options though. Theoretically, in that case, if he parried me, he'd be able to down heavy punch either way though, because the mirror was about to leave. Generally speaking, Aura bonks the mirror there. Jab. That's like your highest success rate anti-air, but it's so unrewarding that it just doesn't dissuade me from jumping at all. Not a punish. One of the most important things in this matchup is to never, ever, ever get cornered. Aura has probably the second or third best corner escape in the game. There you go. See, the heavy uppercut's not super risky. Even if Urien blocks that, it's not easy to punish. He was too far away. Very unusual conversion. I straight up wasted a super for nothing. I thought he was alive. That hurt. I parried on the way down after the fireball, but he just threw me. That was an accident. I wanted to dash in into a car back throw. And every now and then when I do dash in, every now and then when I go for like a little walk-in car back throw, I get that command kick grab. That is punishable if he ducks it. That's punishable too. It's a little hard. It depends on which version of the tackle he does. And it also depends on how it hits. If it hits in its very late frames, it actually has less recovery, weirdly. Nice whiff punish. Very well spaced by me, actually. Good parry. I think he knows that I'm often looking for parry in that context. Tried to catch him as he would tech a throw or something, but he didn't tech shit. Aura's throw is not very deadly. It's kind of one of the core little facets of this matchup. Against any character, not against Urien specifically. I did a really weird jump timing there because my... oh, he teched the throw. I was so late. I did a really weird jump timing there because of I didn't have that much booger. I didn't express that thought very well. I did 2 sets against Cruz. Whoa! This one kicked me out. Maybe we only get one. Oh no, I went. That was weird. The orb was already most of the way through him. I didn't have the full, series of hits. I went for Jump Fierce there. Normally it gets 2 hits, but he was crouching. I rarely parry low on Wake Up. I usually parry high. Nice looking round so far. But sometimes if you try and overextend a little bit... I backdashed and he forward dashed, and he actually stayed right next to me, amusingly. I think that would have juggled, right? I think I actually had the juggled hard kick there. Maybe. I don't remember how much you're allowed to get. I think the EX uppercut adds JP 1 per hit. But I don't remember if the late hits add more. Yeah, he timed his attack, so it wasn't... I went for it there. It didn't work. He didn't tech. Often people won't tech in that context because they're afraid of the jump and stomp. But Cruz often goes for, anti-air parry, Crouch Fierce kind of thing. And the Stand Strong hits right as the Crouch Fierce would be coming out. I really should have, looking back at this, I should have just super jumped out of the corner. He gave me chances. Super jump, watch for the anti-air fireball. And just sail out of the corner. But unfortunately, I didn't even get him to burn super meter. I'm using a mirror now. There are ups and downs to the mirror. Urien does have a guaranteed escape to the SA2. I don't think I had a punish there. Nice pickup by him, but he missed the X tackle. That was actually just a straight up trade combo. This is dire. I often try for that red parry. I went for it there and I missed it. Alright, this is very winnable if I just get some nice unblockables. I went for 5 stone. I forgot about that. That was very daring by me. Not so daring. They were like equally good decisions, honestly. Forgot about how that resolved. 5 stone kind of brought it down to 1 mix-up, and 3 stone brought it down to several hard-to-blockables. Hard to call which one was better. Ugh. Tackle is reactable. I dashed in and through. If I just dashed in and like stand strong or something, would have been nice. Unfortunately, Aura's forward throw sucks ass, and his back throw leaves him very far from the opponent. And he has no neutral throw or anything like that. Oh, that was a huge opportunity, retrospectively. If I did a regular chicken combo there, I would have built enough meter to get a 5 stone. Ooh. Dropped his tackle. Got me. You know me. I hold up forward. That was anti-air tackle into anti-air parry into tackle. That's a really funny tactic that Urien has. There you go. That Oniyama is really strong there. Nice block. Against good players, the empty jump low short almost always works because people always anticipate the stomp. It was EX tackle. I mean EX mirror. The jabs. I went for jump fierce to try and beat counter hit a jab, but I just missed him. I'm not very good with that normal. That would have comboed too. That would have been huge. I would have just killed him. Straight up, this jumping combo kills at this health. Most people aren't ready for that in neutral. They'll be ready for it as a meaty, but he was ready for it in neutral. If you just never, ever, ever tech throws under any circumstance versus Oro, it makes you stronger against him. You have to realize how ridiculously powerful he is with his hits and how ridiculously weak he is for his throws. You also have to win in neutral, though. That's every matchup in this game. Ugh, it came out the wrong way. Not great positioning, but I was able to change it. That was huge, and I dropped it. What a great jump it was. I had my big chance. This matchup's really funny. The way I play is so weird. Like when I watch myself play. Bonk. I didn't have super, but if you have super there, you can activate and then destroy the mirror with a super hit, and then you get pressure. If Oro hits the mirror when he has stones active, the mirror is instantly destroyed, and it activates a glitch with the stones, so they have permanently active hitboxes. So all in all, it's quite rewarding. It leads to some really funny things that you'll rarely see. One of which is that Oro can grab the opponent, and the stones will hit after his neutral throw. Nice dash tackle, by the way. See how I backdash there and I wasn't punished for it at all? He actually gets the pickup here. That's really hard to do. He was ready because I do that a lot. There are certain things that only become available when you play someone all the time. The worst double jump in history. I actually landed. I could have blocked. I didn't hit a button or anything. I think I parried. I parried really early thinking I was going to land on it, and then it didn't become active until I fully landed. So retrospectively, I could have just held back. But, you know, these moments happen really quickly in-game. Ugh, what a nice opportunity. I didn't hit jump medium kick, but it would have worked. And I would have still gotten the same combo, but with a jump medium kick. Urien's little TC that you don't see that often. High parry. High parry again. I'm hard to convince to stop. I was early. That would have been a Tengu Stone combo. Would have been nice. The timing is not even particularly strict against Urien. That's the annoying thing. 3 stone here was definitely correct. Got pretty good returns out of that. That was a punish. Just waiting patiently. I tried to punish his dash in, but I was too slow. If Urien and the mirror are in the same spot, Urien will get hit before the mirror does. This is dire for me. I could have actually canceled that to EX uppercut retrospectively. Kind of funny if someone parries my like wake up blue button. Both of us just dashing into each other's faces. I'm pretty cooked here. I tried to, that was a throw. I accidentally got a what do you call it? I got a oh bro, what is the SGGK? I got an SGGK there. Funny moment. Because I was still in parry stop. When cars don't activate during parry stop. So my throw input, I got a light kick, Kara, light punch for my throw input, which normally results in a throw. But because I was in parry stop, the Kara didn't activate, so I just got light kick. Ooh, that's a nice catch by him. Now I'm cooked. There's nothing to do there. I was dead. I would have to do a jump and snare parry sequence. I'd have to parry like 3 or 4 times and be able to anti-air me. I went for a third game, but he got matched with someone else, so we both went 4-4 against each other. Sad.